Hey, what's up, man?
What up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I gotta bring up something though. That something's been bothering me fucking way too long.
Oh, what
Not
is it?
about you at all. It's
Oh,
about
thank God.
one of your favorite pastimes, watching TikTok videos.
Oh,
Have you seen these live TikToks where there's just like a whole family of people throwing ping pong balls into fucking tiny cups for some reason?
are they like doing a trick shot? What?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like there's
Yeah, I
one
think
guy
so.
who's like has a fucking humongous bucket of ping pong balls.
Yes.
And it's just like reading like thank you for the follow. Ding 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 ding. Miss it. Yeah, anyway, and like there's people in his family, I'm assuming their family, who are like writing on a whiteboard and there's people like announcing. Have you seen this at all?
I've seen like follow parties, kind of something similar to that with a whiteboard, but just like for hours. Like this guy's just sitting there.
I'll be honest. I watch for like 30 seconds because I'm just so confused. What are they getting out of this? First of all, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. If you told me you had a bucket of ping pong balls and you were going to spend your Saturday evening throwing them all over your house, I'd not be there for sure.
No.
And I definitely wouldn't be participating like happily. I wouldn't be like, hey, kitty lick lick 62 says, you know, good luck, and then you're like thanks for the follow or whatever. Like I don't understand. Also, the biggest part of this is I don't give a fuck about trick shots that take 8,000 fucking attempts. That's not a trick shot to me.
Lie to me.
Yeah, just record the one that is good, and then you know I'm fine with a little montage, but I don't need to see you just handfuls of ping pong balls chucking them wherever the fuck you want them to go, and then when they happen to go in because of just percentages, now it's good.
Oh yeah. Listen, I don't give a shit if you're, unless it's a compilation video of different trick shots. It better be 12 seconds long, or I'm not watching it. I could give less than a shit.
The word trick shot does not mean just try it until it goes in. The trick shot, it means like you are good enough at that weird feat to do it. Yeah. Like maybe not every time. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, but a trick shot is not just like seeing what happens. It doesn't make any sense.
For example,
yeah,
I probably blasted inside of a girl hundreds of times. You know what I mean? Just
blasted.
Just painted her walls. You know what I mean? Sure. Just like one after another for years and never had a baby. Yeah. Now that I think would qualify as a trick shot, right? But I wouldn't call getting a girl pregnant on accident unexpectedly out of nowhere a trick shot, because it's like eventually it was going to happen.
Exactly. And that's my main thing about this is it doesn't make any sense. And I feel weird that you're not fully on board with my anger at this point, because it doesn't make any sense to me why a whole family would get together and just ruin their weekend.
I'm seething under here, okay? I don't even have enough time to take a shower every fucking day, let alone sit around and hit ping pong balls into cups. I'm making TikToks where I'm trying to make people laugh.
I guess.
I'm like shaking my ass. I'm making a fool of myself for like one follow every other month. Yeah. And this fucker's just bouncing ping pong balls into probably red Solo cups. It's not even that hard.
It's not even that hard. And they like, it'd be one thing. This is my biggest thing also. It'd be one thing if it was a generic situation where he just happened to throw a ping pong ball and it bounced off a toaster, hits off a stool, blah, 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 and goes in. But they've like strategically set up frying pans at specific angles for them to just like bounce them perfectly. And then when they go in, they're like, yes! It's like, you've set it up.
You set it up, and it still took 2.5 fucking hours, all right? Like, you had practice runs before you turned the camera on?
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
I wrote this down on my phone like 3 days ago, and I have thought nothing but this. I was like, I'm gonna fucking yell about TikTok on the pod. Man. So, hey, let's start the show. I hear it's a banger.
I'm fucking pissed, let's start this goddamn show.
Let's do it.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
Happy birthday to you.
It's a little early, but actually late. I don't know when this fucking pod comes out.
Happy motherfucking birthday to you. Happy goddamn motherfucking birthday, dear Jordan Kyle Field. Yeah, I won all three. Happy 32nd birthday tomorrow, yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jordan.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
September 29th.
Please stop.
Right?
No, man. It's been the 28th most of my life, actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I knew that, obviously,
yep,
our entire life. You're 32 when people are hearing this, huh?
I am. Don't I sound older?
Yeah,
like,
you do.
More distinguished.
There's something about you.
Ask me about Shaq.
Hey, do you know anything about Shaq?
Why, yes, I do. That's what I would answer now. I
yes,
would say
of
why
course.
Something. And then
why, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have gray pubes?
I don't, but I do have gray in my beard. Which
I know. That's what I was wondering.
It's just, I felt like, whatever, man. I don't fucking care.
Who cares? And where it is, too, you could shave the sides off and have, like, that gray goat, you know? And that's pretty distinguished. It's very 32 of you.
There was a very tiny part of me before we got married that was like, should I just, like, dye it just for the pictures? You know what I mean? And then I was like, I took my head out of my vagina, and I was like, no. Like, what? Who fucking cares?
You got your whole head up into your vagina?
Yeah, no, I was just like, I don't.
That's impressive.
I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I really, I don't know. It's just.
I thought you were going to say you were going to go full Lin-Manuel for your wedding and shave it to a goatee, and I was like,
no,
definitely not.
I don't even think I, like, shaved, like, the non-bearded parts of me for my wedding. I think I was just like, this is what you get, Steph.
Yeah. Same on the first day, same on the last day, baby.
Yeah, I just was like, you know what? I think I remember the fear that I had of, like, shaving for, like, homecomings or, like, proms, and I was just like, I better not fuck this up.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna look ridiculous if I have half a stash here, if I fucking, sneeze during shaving. So.
Of course. I shaved my stash the other day, and I went a little too high on one side, but I was lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I matched it on the other side.
Nice,
nice. It was almost code red. It was bad.
Well, you have a lot to learn. You're not 32 yet.
True.
32 is when you really hit your stride.
Yeah.
I've been stumbling all the way here. But we're here, baby.
Hey, you're here stumbling. You're still moving forward. All right.
Technically, I guess.
Maybe, hopefully. And it's like, it's nice that I can finally respect you until January when I turn 32, and then you're no longer my elder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Is it weird that I'm that much older than you? Like, I am so much more, like, familiar with the world.
Old.
You know?
Familiar. Yeah. Well, you'd think with all of that extra time, you would have so much to show for it, you know?
That's true. I'm like 16 months older than Steph, technically.
Wow.
And that's like nothing really. But whenever we have to make a decision, I will draw upon my, my wisdom of being just that much cooler and younger at heart, and also just older in my body, I guess. So I just bring it up all the time. I'm just like, you know what? I think I deserve to choose what we watch on TV. And she's like, why? And I'm like, 16 months is 16 months. Like,
that is a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that she has now worked for the same company as you for like 2 months and has gotten 4 promotions already. So I don't, maybe they like younger people. I don't know.
I just think she's a better worker than me.
Everybody in the world, dude. We said it back when she was working 90 hours a week, slinging freaking envelopes, you know?
Yeah. She has like an undying passion for making people like impressed.
Yeah.
And I kind of have that, but I have a point where I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
I feel
and
like
she is just undying, willing to do whatever in order to make somebody like text somebody in the background like, Steph's doing amazing.
Did you hear about Steph?
Yeah.
I feel like for you and me a little bit, I mean, I think it goes for both of us. Like, we both have this undying need for people to like us, you know? But also we're just willing to deal with the anxiety of not coming through, you know? I'm like, man, I really want to do a good job, but I'm also a little bit tired, so I'll take this head on tomorrow. I'll just address it with the person who's going to be upset with me, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to get too far into this before we start the show.
Sure.
But I went golfing on Saturday with 3 other people that I've never golfed with. And had a fun time. Super fun. Dude, honestly, it was way more fun because they're way better than me.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I was just in awe most of the time. Like, oh my God, you hit your 6-iron fucking 280 yards? That is impressive. Holy shit. But honestly, I was mentally exhausted by the end of that day because I was basically frantically feeling like, okay, what can I say to make them like me more? Don't mess it up.
If they're 119 yards out, I've got a joke for that, so I'm ready.
I actually said something that I am immediately regretting.
Sure. I can't wait to hear it. Let's hear it.
So I hit a shot that actually landed in like a sprinkler hole.
Oh.
Like, we had no idea where it was for like 17 seconds. And then somebody was like, oh, it's in there. And another guy that we went with is actually like a really golf rule guy. Like, he knows everything. And I was like, does it count? Like, do I hit it out of here? What the fuck is it? And he was like, well, actually, and then he went on and on about golf stuff, which is cool.
Sure.
It's impressive because I know nothing. Oh, man. But then somebody was like, yeah, you put it in the wrong hole. I bet you hear that all the time. Oh, God. And then what I should have said was like, yep. I don't know.
You got it.
But what I did say, the worst feeling. Oh, God.
No. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
He says, oh, yeah, bet you hear that all the time. And then because I'm trying to like be friendly and fit in and not seem like a fuddy-duddy, I said, it's never the wrong hole. It's just a different hole. And like 3 people were like, wow.
Oh, alrighty.
And I was like, why did I fucking say that? That's not my life.
This Jordan guy. We didn't realize he was into all that.
I went to bed that night and went to work this morning just being like, why did I say that?
Why did I say that?
Why did I pretend to be a different person than I am just to be like likable on a golf course? Like,
you just
I don't
know. Someday someone's going to be like doing mail. And you're going to be like, that's not the wrong slot. It's just a different one. And then it'll come full circle and it'll be totally fine.
I'm just here to say, podcast listeners, that is not who I am.
That is, it's totally, he's a freak in the sheets.
Was it hilarious? Yes. Did it fit in with the situation? 3 other guys, cigars, everything? Perfect. Am I embarrassed? Yes. Should I continue asking questions and then answering them? Probably.
Yes. Was it the right thing to say? Technically, yes, because it was hilarious. The problem is, though, now if any of them encounter Steph at work, they're going to be like, they take the dirt road sometimes.
I think they understood that I was kidding, but there's an off chance that they don't know that I was kidding. And now they think I'm some sort of like, sex maniac.
They're like, watch out, Jordan's a daddy, so he's gonna.
Hey, listen, I did not know I was gonna tell that story, but it's a funny story. So,
hey guys, so if you're listening, don't bend over in front of Jordan because it's just a different opportunity. Okay,
it's not the wrong. Oh God, dude, it makes me grossed out just saying it, but it was a funny thing to say, so you kind of have to.
That is hilarious.
You kind of have to say it,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had moments where you were like, I don't want to be associated with this next sentence, but it is the thing that's going to kill in the moment. So here I go.
All right. I'll tell a quick story because I had a similar situation, but way more depressing. Not funny at all.
Okay,
because us, we'll make a joke about literally anything, And most of the time it's to cover up the fact that we feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. We've made too many jokes about my father passing on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I make a lot of jokes about being single and lonely, which are all jokes, obviously.
Sure.
And so before this wedding, we sat on a patio at a brewery because we had like 2.5 hours to kill. I went to a wedding on Saturday. I'll address that later.
Sure.
And they're all like, everyone's talking about their kids and, oh, this is how everything, it's so funny when this happens. Can you believe this? Then I was like, man, raising a kid while in a relationship, that must be crazy, huh? Right? Not being a single dad. I'm not lonely. And it killed the vibe, dude. No one laughed because they probably felt bad. I thought it was hilarious, you know?
Yeah.
But they did not. And then I had to fight my way back. I even out loud was like, well, that was good for the conversation. So anyway.
I've been there before.
They're like, hey, it's going to be okay. I'm like, this is not what I wanted at all.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I've been there as well. When my parents got divorced, I used to constantly bring that up as like a joke. But some people didn't take it as a joke one time.
Hey, Jordan, what do you want for Christmas this year?
My family back.
Not gonna happen. Joke's on you.
I used to say that and like obviously kidding.
Yeah.
Because it can never happen again. No. But most people understood that I was kidding and like maybe like a nervous laughter. But yeah, there was a couple times where people were like, what did he just say? Oh my God. And it was like Steph was like behind me, like, he's kidding everyone, like grabbing my shoulders, like, just kidding.
Wow, she's so insensitive.
I know.
Let him live.
Listen, we're like 12 minutes in. We haven't even discussed
Christ,
what happened.
dude. Yeah.
This is episode 50, bro.
50?
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Episode 50.
That's the sound of the police.
It is. The po-pos.
Dang. So many good things to choose from for this episode.
So many.
Now the police, which I didn't even mean to do that.
Roxanne!
Oh. You could hear the chord, right?
I did hear it, actually. It did change. It did change.
And I was thinking Mike Singletary, classic Bears linebacker.
Sure.
And that's, what is it? I'm going to fuck it up. That's not what we're not going to do. What does he say?
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't win with him.
Mike Singletary, we can't do it. He's not the one this week. Jordan.
No, yeah. I came up with one that I felt like we hit it off with the Eminem one. Like we had a bunch of shit to talk about. So I just think, a protege of his, 50 Cent. Everybody was into club at one point, being wangstas.
Is that distracting? You're trying to talk
for like the first two things that I said. It felt cool, but then I ran out of things, so then it kind of felt not as cool. I was like into club, wangsta,
PIMP. Listen, shawty, it's your birthday.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Damn, we should have started with that. Fuck.
Yeah, we should have. And for that, I'm going to take you to the candy shop.
Man, I used to love 50 Cent.
Yeah.
That was similar to the same time that like Eminem and all that shit was like big in my life. And I remember I had somebody burn me a CD and it was the edited version of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh.
And so I knew every mother flipping word on that CD.
Oh, yeah, you did. You son of a biscuit eater, dude.
I knew all of them. I even knew the ones when he was like, yeah. So then he... Yeah, and then we, dude, I remember the first couple of times I ever heard like a non-edited version, and I was like, "This is racy."
Wasn't it literally the edited version? Wasn't it like, "You can find me in the club, bowing above my magazine."
Probably
like that was it, right?
Probably.
And then I heard the one. I was like, "You're into doing drugs?" Oh,
yeah.
Pass the chronic.
He's also telling the 5-0 exactly where he is. He's into club.
Yeah, right?
But to prepare for this episode, I did a little bit of research on him. His name's Curtis Jackson III. I'm sure people know. He's like in TV now and movies and stuff. Like,
yeah, he's a producer, right?
Honestly, it said like rapper, producer, filmmaker, charlatan. Like, I don't know. It just had like a bunch of fucking words for his like
BBC.
Yeah, for his professions. But one of the things I thought was actually really interesting is where he got his name from.
Okay.
I was interested, hey, 50 Cent. That is kind of weird. Doesn't make any freaking sense, actually.
To me.
So anyway, 50 Cent got his name from a famous 1980s like Brooklyn robber, which I don't know what that means. I don't know if he was wearing like the Hamburglar outfit, or like he has like a sack of money with a giant dollar sign on it. Like I don't.
Was that like a single A baseball team or something? What are we?
I don't know, but his apparently that robber, his moniker was 50 Cent, so he was inspired. So he chose the name 50 Cent.
Yeah. That's not inspired by as if he would have been like, I'm 2 quarters, like a little bit different.
Anything.
Like I'm a $50 coin.
He also said the name represents change, which I thought was kind of clever and funny.
Oh, that is cute. Yeah,
because it does. But also, yeah, inspired is a loose term to him apparently.
Yeah, which reminds me, you inspire me a lot. So my name is now Jordan Field, and I'm gonna work in a warehouse.
Hey, happy birthday, bro! That's awesome.
Thank you. It's tomorrow and yesterday. So
okay, yeah. It's your week, bro. I don't know.
It's all of. You're the birthday bitch, dude. I'm just straight up.
Listen, I'm happy to be here. Episode 50. Not a lot of people thought we'd make it here, including us.
Yeah. I feel like we feel that way every episode because not used to following through on things, just like to get them started and then stop.
It's so exciting starting it.
Like, oh, yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just over.
We're at like the 7-year itch part of the podcast where I'm like, how can I get
What's
out
next?
Of this?
I feel like, we've established ourselves as podcasters. Now we should spread our wings and go on our own. And for your birthday, that's the present I'm going to give to you is that I quit this podcast. Okay,
awesome. What's how's your back feeling, bro?
It was feeling a little better on Saturday when I went to the wedding.
Oh, no.
And then by the time I left, it hurt a little bit.
Too many Cupid
because
shuffles.
I carried the fucking dance floor, okay? I put that party on my back, and I drove it right into the end zone, okay?
I remember before our wedding, I had like, a little bit of trepidation about like, will people even have fun? Are people even going to show up?
Yep.
There were some people that were like super really nice to me about like talking to me about stuff. And one thing that Stuke told me about my wedding that I will never forget, that was 100% true. He was like, you have the ultimate secret weapon. And I was like, what? My awesome personality or
Is it
Steph's
me?
boobs? And he was like, Robbie Bach is going to your wedding. Like he is the ultimate like party wedding guy. Like and it's true. Like honestly, if there's a conga line to be started, you're already like at the front waiting to have your hips held by somebody. Like,
and I like a good firm grasp on my hips. I mean, if we're going to discuss that, but it's something that I used to be like, I just love weddings, dude. There's nowhere else in the world that you're literally able to just do whatever you want. Like everyone's drunk, everyone's dancing, you're out on the dance floor, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
And I'd love to dance, but there isn't a lot of places in my life where I can really like get it, I can like at a football game do the white guy. I was even doing like the Kevin James, shout out to him. We squashed our beef.
Oh, okay, cool. Glad to hear
I'm just waiting for him to get back to me, and as long as he does, the beef is gone. So we'll see what happens. But it like started a little slow. It's been a couple years since a wedding. I'm kind of an introvert now. Been stuck inside for so long. And then they played like Get Low and it's close. That was really close to the right song, but
very close.
They played that one too by Lil Jon Ursher. He makes the vocals go smack. So, but no, it was a lot of fun. I danced my ass off.
Yeah,
and I'm so sore. I can barely walk up the stairs. And I swear to God, if my mom says one more time, it's all that jumping why are you jumping so much? I was like, Mom, it was the right beat to jump, and they played the jump song.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. Jump around,
jump around,
jump.
Yes,
any other Van Halen,
exactly. And so I was like, what do you mean? And so for the next whole day, I'd be like, God, I'm sore. She's like, we shouldn't have been jumping so much. I'm like, I get it. I'm a big ass boy.
Those past decisions you've been making probably impacting you today, aren't they?
It's like on Friday she's telling me I'm fat. Saturday she tells me to stop exercising. Okay, jumping is good for me, just bad for my future arthritis. That's going to happen for sure.
I'm a little sore from golf actually too.
Yeah, I didn't ask. So, anyways,
I think it happens just because we're old, dude. We're just too fucking old. I remember when I was still in like middle school, high school, my dad's stairs, I think he has probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 stairs and then like a landing and then another 7 or 8 stairs.
Yeah,
dude, I used to get a running start and I could literally use like 4 steps for the entire fucking staircase.
Yeah.
Because I was just like limber and just fucking, I would plant one foot and just fucking jump.
Probably 1.8 seconds flat. Literally. I mean, I couldn't imagine it took any longer than that.
I don't even know why I did that, just to like prove that I was just like the fastest stair guy in the house.
You're the fastest stair boy
I don't know what
I've
I
ever
was.
met.
I think about that sometimes.
How long would it take you to get up the stairs now?
Well, after like a rest after 6 or 7, 2 or 3 minutes probably.
Yeah, I knew it. I catch myself like stopping halfway up the stairs and just kind of standing there for a second and being like, is it even worth it? Should I just sit down here? Whatever I had to do. It's
easier to go down. You just kind of fall with grace.
Sure is. Yep. So that's the highlight of your week is the golf so far? What'd you do?
So I golfed. I had to work Saturday morning, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, Saturday morning, working a couple hours.
Yeah, it was
making a little money.
I had just enough time to come home from work, eat a bagel, take a shower, go to golf.
Nice.
And so it was like a fun, from 5 o'clock in the morning to 12. That's when our tea time was.
Yeah.
By 4:15, I was fucking exhausted.
Oh yeah.
I was literally like, I couldn't find my ball. I was like, whatever. I got 6 of them and just like threw them all out of my pocket. Like I was just trying to get out of there. I was so fucking tired, man. I got home. Steph and I were wondering what we wanted to do for dinner. So I curled up on the couch and immediately fell asleep.
I knew it. You fell the fuck asleep for sure.
For like 20 minutes. I was just so fucking tired. It? Yeah, no, I'm pretty good about waking up when there's food involved. Like when there's food to be had, I'm like, no, I don't want to sleep through it because it'll be, I don't want to miss a meal.
Yeah.
And but Steph was like, I'm hungry. Can we fucking do something soon? It's like,
listen,
right,
I feel that. I've been talking myself out of Burger King for like 45 minutes. So
don't do it.
Not sponsored by them, by the way.
Don't do it
yet. But dude, I could get a Whopper and an original chicken for $6.
I'm just going to say it's not worth it.
Damn it.
Sometimes it is. Mondays, it's not.
How late is Arby's open? Anyway, so yeah, that sounds pretty dope. A little bit of golf. Sunday, did you go watch football with all your new friends?
No.
No?
The guy that did invite me the first time, I golfed with him on Saturday, and he mentioned that he was going to go to one of the sports books out here and just watch for like 7 hours or something. And after watching that Bears performance, I was so happy I didn't go because it was just a shit game.
It was hard.
It was really
Luckily,
bad.
the Ryder Cup was on too, which was actually fucking electrifying,
dude. I don't want to say anything about because I don't know every golfer.
Yeah,
but Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. I know his name, but
I know,
dude. Every fucking 2 seconds on the golf course, there were like people chattering, like, "Did you hear he had a 597-yard drive?" And I'm like,
literally,
how is that possible? What the fuck?
It's insane. And watching it is like, and I'll watch golf. I do enjoy watching it as like a relaxing sport.
It's fun because it bounces all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
you're not just like standing there waiting for the caddy to be like, "It's 194 yards." Sir.
Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up. He knows. All right. But although one of my favorite things is when a golfer and a caddy are kind of like, listen, Bob, I'm telling you, I can get the 8-iron there. And he's like, all right, well, it's your tournament. You're still paying me the same, jackass. But Europe versus USA.
Yeah.
And USA just fucking trolloping. Is that a word? Just destroying Europe.
Yeah.
I was glued. Like, I didn't do anything on Sunday. I was going to go, like, talk to people and enjoy some vitamin D from the sun. Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Anyway. But no, I sat on my fucking couch and I watched the Ryder Cup and was like laughing. Like I must look like a crazy person.
High-fiving no one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, but
that's funny. Oh wait, I actually did think of something I did accomplish since the last pod. I beat Pokemon Yellow.
You did?
I did. So I told you, I think on that thing you can play at like super fast speeds. You can play like twice as fast. So the real fucking Ash fucking walks slow as dick until you get the bicycle. But
tiny ass legs.
He walks super fast because the game is sped up. So that does suck for a little bit though, because you find Pokemon every 3.5 like milliseconds.
I like dread walking through the hay fields or whatever.
Yeah. But I beat it. And man, you know what's really great about finishing a game super fucking fast, like twice as fast as you probably should, is you feel 4 times less excited when you do it, because
really?
it was so like anticlimactic. I think when you beat it at normal speed when you're a kid, it's like you've had to fucking spend summers doing it, and you had to sacrifice and not do your homework and like all this shit to get done. So when you finally beat it, it feels amazing. When I beat it, I was like, that's it. I destroyed those gym leaders. Elite Four, fuck you. Also, fun fact, I named my rival in that game Bitch to start the game.
Good. That classic, yeah.
And literally the guy's like, what's my grandson's name? And I was like, Bitch. So
it's like, yeah, he is a bitch.
Every time I had to play or fight him or whatever, it was just like, bitch, : I'll get you this time or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, good luck, bitch.
Good luck, bitch.
It made me laugh like the whole time.
Yeah, well, when you finally got that bike, or your like Pidgey finally learned how to fly back in the day, felt like such a deep breath of fresh air. You're like just excited to finish the rest of the game. But if you already have that right out of the gate, then what are you looking forward to? How fast is the bike, dude?
Dude, the bike is fucking crazy fast.
It's a Kawasaki Ninja.
I had a thought, actually, because every once in a while I would slow down the game so that I could like select a menu option without it going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I would do that, and like if I walked with the character, it was so ungodly slow compared to what I had gotten used to, that I started thinking to myself, the people that made that game were in cahoots with Duracell, because they were trying to waste your goddamn batteries. There is no reason he had to walk that fucking slow, and there's no reason why dude, the screen when you find a Pokemon literally is like, and it just like takes this little tiny like maze to cover the screen black. It takes fucking 19 seconds for a fucking Pokemon to show up.
Let me guess. The creators of Pokemon also flattened the Earth while you were at it, and I bet them and Duracell crashed some planes into the fucking Twin Towers too, huh? You're such a conspiracy theorist, dude. I'm done with your bullshit. Okay.
No, I'm not, bro. I do enjoy them though. So, but yeah, that was a part of my week, and now I'm starting Pokemon Silver, and there's a bunch of Pokemon that I have no fucking idea who they are.
Oh, did you put mine in the mail?
Oh yeah, yep.
Remember you said you wanted to buy one for everyone.
I did.
That you know, or
I did. I mean, I'm not 32 yet, so
I think we have it literally on tape. Like there's.
I said I was going to give them out when people got to our house. So.
Oh well, I've been there, done that. So.
Well, that was prior to this commitment. So.
All right. Well, I got to save up $11,000 so I can get a.
Somebody's at the door. I'll see. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, but
wow.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man.
Nice.
Tired, but
of course,
you know,
constant state.
Constant Constantly tired. What is Post Malone's tattoos under his eyes say? Always tired.
Almond milk. Oh, I thought you were trying to give me I couldn't tell what you were trying to say. Yeah, so anyway, so this wedding was awesome.
Yeah.
Got to dance it up. And at one point, the maid of honor, who is pretty close to the family, it was a close family wedding, comes up. And she's like, oh, my God, hey, how have you been? I'm like, hey, it's so great to see you. She's like, what is this podcast I've seen you on? It's so funny. And I'm like, you haven't listened to a single second of that podcast. But I literally was like, I'm pretty sure I made this face. She's like, it's so funny. And I was like, okay, yeah, well, thank you. I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, even if she really did.
We could be like on the fucking Tonight Show, and Jimmy Fallon sitting with us, and he'd be like, we love you guys. And I'd be like, I should go. I'll see you.
Yeah.
This was a mistake.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. Jimmy's like, wait. Girls jumping on trampolines. Oh, man.
That's the other Jimmy, but
who'd you say?
Fallon?
Oh, Fallon sucks, dude. Jimmy Fallon's the worst.
I mean, as a Tonight Show person, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah,
but as one of the first people that I really truly fell in love with on SNL, I take offense to that.
Yeah?
When Jimmy Fallon left SNL, I was for real like, they can leave? What the fuck? Like, I didn't understand.
You just died.
Yeah, it's
Chris
just like
Farley.
I didn't understand like that was a thing, and I was like, why is he leaving? What the fuck? So he could be in Taxi starring Queen Latifah? That seems odd.
Put me in a room with Queen Latifah, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna be respectful.
It's a good place to stop because we got about a half hour in. It's our 50th episode. It's time for we should probably chart this at some point, but like the 22nd iteration of
who's ever handling the wiki of the facts.
Every time Scott mentions that on Don't Wake Daddy, I'm like, I should just make one.
I know, I agree, but I just don't know what a wiki is. I'm not. They laughed at my setup. Did I tell you?
Mm-mm.
Super nice and respectfully, but I sit down in Stuke's room before the podcast.
This is before recording?
Yeah, before recording, and because they were working on the last episode, I got there a few minutes early. And he's got 2 screens, plus there's a little bit of music stuff set up, and like his microphone, plus his MacBook Pro or whatever. And I was like, I've got a 2012 MacBook Air. Like, that's all I got. And Scott was like, yeah, hilarious. It's like, no, really, that's what I'm working with. And he was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe you should upgrade that.
And then Scott was like, yeah, imagine this guy raising a kid alone.
I know, right?
You're like,
was like,
I'm doing that, actually.
How is that? Yeah. Is everything okay with you guys?
That's funny, man.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think it's time we do it.
So.
You ready for some mind-blowing facts?
I sure and shit am. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, sign me up.
What do you want to do, bro? You want to go first? You want to go second? Those are the only options.
I mean, damn, that's it?
I think I've said that a few times on the various episodes, and it still makes me laugh.
I feel like that's the first time I've heard
it's
it.
Like you can either go first or not first. That's it.
That's it. Damn, I didn't realize it was so hard, so difficult.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I usually go first. So I'll go first again today. Is that fine?
That's fine.
All right. So if you had to guess where the largest organism in the world is, I know you're thinking it's probably in Robbie's pants. And unfortunately for all of us, that's not an organism. That's the largest organ in the world. But no.
You're saying the same kind of thing that I said at the golf course, that it's just like, it's funny, but do you really want to be the guy that refers to yourself as an organ from now on?
Well, I hadn't really thought about it until right this second when you brought it up, but now, no, I don't.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
Well, it's right here on U.S. soil.
Oh.
It's farther west than here. You and I actually, I'm pretty sure, drove past it on our way to Reno. Okay.
What?
Because at Fish Lake National Forest in Utah, there is a grove of aspens. It's called the Pando Aspen Grove. Okay. Aspen trees. So they're like tall and skinny. And they're not the biggest tree, obviously, because that's a sequoia. I actually looked that up, too. The largest tree in the world's name is General Sherman tree.
Yeah, it's in California.
Yeah. It might be the worst name for a tree ever. It's like...
Considering it was almost on fire like 3 weeks ago, like, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Shermanator did its job, so...
Well, yeah, anyway.
But no, it's so what it is it's estimated it's like 80,000 years old, and it's a grove of trees, and these aspen grove trees actually their roots interconnect. What? And they're like one genetically identical organism spread out over like 100 acres, which I'm pretty sure is like 47,000 square miles or something crazy. It's like some ridiculous amount.
That's a crazy amount of tree.
It's some weird ass Avatar shit is what it is. Okay. Like you chop down one of them, does a branch fall off the one next to it and clonk you in the head, you know?
Or it just like intertwines with its weird butthole tail thing. I forgot what it's called in that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Oh, we're still talking about Avatar. I was like, you know more about these trees than I do. We've been talking about buttholes a lot.
Never the wrong hole.
Never, just a different one. Ask Jake Sullivan from Avatar.
That's hilarious. Okay, so where is this in Utah? You think we drove through it? So it's in Utah.
Fish Lake National Forest in Utah. I could be wrong. I'm mostly saying it just for the clout, but I feel like I remember seeing Fish Lake National Forest.
I do remember. You know what? I do remember that terrible pot pie and your Chef Boyardee chicken parm. So
yes, dude.
Those are the only things I remember about Utah.
Dude, literally, you could dump that chicken parm or that pot pie in the middle of that forest and it would kill all those fucking trees, okay? It did a toll on my large intestine.
For sure.
And really soured I was like, I could move to Utah.
I remember a lot of those thoughts on the way there. You were like, Wyoming? Why not or whatever.
I'm like, Utah? Metah. Huh? But no.
Why are state puns fucking hilarious?
Seriously. Iowa? More like Iahoo, you know?
Hold on. Those were 100% off the top of our heads.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're hilarious. Anyway. I don't remember driving through there, but that is crazy.
Isn't that nuts? It freaks me out, though.
How many you said? 80,000 acres, as you said?
No, it's 80,000 years old.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But more than 100 acres, which is still a shit ton, dude. It's so huge to be all connected.
When I had our first house that I lived in as like a kid, we had a pretty big yard. We had like a double lot for some reason. Not sure how we got one of those, but
brag about it.
We had a humongous yard, and I remember all these kids being like, "How many acres is it?" And I didn't know what that is. I still don't know what that is.
Sure.
And I just remember thinking now, how many kids knew what an acre was?
Yeah.
Like, how many kids had like just farmland as their fucking yards? Like,
yeah.
Also, why were they fucking shaming me for not knowing?
It
wasn't an acre. It wasn't an acre.
Be like, listen, Billy, I saw your cousin babysit you because your dad fucking left you because you're a little piece of shit and you're living in this rinky-dink house with no yard because it's connected to 3 other ones in an apartment building. How many acres is your fucking yard, Billy? If we were playing Pokemon together, your name would be Bitch.
No, that's a lot of tree. I'm just going to refer to it as tree.
Why did I get so mad right there?
It's okay.
Some deep-rooted trauma. No, I agree. It blows my mind. It freaks me the fuck out that there's things out there that are 80,000 years old. I'm not going to say that I'm like obsessed with the thought of dying lately and like how little impact we have on the earth. But it's like an 80,000-year-old clump of trees will really do that to you. Makes you feel small. You know, that's all I mean. I'm not obsessed with dying. I don't mean
but no, yeah,
that.
I think I feel the same way when we were driving out here and just seeing like how big mountains and just not even mountains, just like slight hills made me feel like a bitch. It's just like, what do I care about the world?
I couldn't dig that hill down to its base, that's for sure.
I wouldn't. The Oregon Trail would never happen with me because I would have been like, what's the point? Fuck this.
Oh, yeah.
We're all going to die anyway.
Why go across the country? But anyway, yeah, that was mine. Pretty awesome. So bring the thunder, Jordan.
I'll try. So the thought behind this fact is that, we've done a lot of these. Some would even say we've done a buttload of episodes.
Yeah.
Did you know that a buttload is an actual unit of measurement?
I'm starting to believe it.
Okay, so a buttload is actually technically 126 gallons of whatever you want, I guess. I'm assuming liquid for most of it, but could be like crushed up Doritos. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means. But
what else could it be, Jordan?
Back in the day, before there were like standardized measurements by like the imperial system, people used to just like use weird units of measurement to. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. It had to have like one guy being like, "Listen, guys, a gram is this. This is a gram." Like, that's all we had to
$20.
But prior to that, they were just like, that looks like a wash basket if I've ever seen one. You know what I mean? It's just like
we need like a teacup of sauce.
Yeah, literally, just the weirdest things. So like the British people still used stone as like the fucking like weight measurement. I'm assuming that at this point it's just like a novelty. I don't know if they use it all the time. I don't really know.
They do in boxing, I think. That
doesn't make any goddamn sense.
18.1 stone. I'm like, how much do the stones weigh?
It's like 14 pounds. I looked it up.
Perfect.
I was trying to like equate that to this.
Yeah.
But before that, it was like the Wild West. People using like random shit to fucking call anything. But back in the day, seamen, they would have to.
We're filling up a bucket with a random liquid. We're talking a buttload. You're talking semen. Okay, Jordan, let's do it.
They had to charter like alcoholic beverages, so they would put these humongous wooden casks, which are basically just giant barrels, and that's where they came up with these weird ass fucking names. And it ranges from the smallest thing, which is like it's called a runlet. No idea what that means.
Sure.
To the largest one, which is a ton, TUN, not TON.
Okay.
Fun fact: half of a ton is a buttload.
Really?
And then half of
a
buttload.
So 252 gallons is a TUN ton, huh?
Is a ton, yeah. And then half of a buttload is a hogshead.
Oh.
So I feel like I've heard that before in my life. Like people be like, yeah, throw me that hogshead or something. Maybe not me specifically, but like Renaissance fair people.
Yeah, I was going to say you spend a lot of time at the Ren Fair or
but
you out LARPing or something.
Yes. The word butt comes from the French word boote. So like booty, boat. I don't know how to say that word.
Buh.
And then that word in Italian is the word for barrel. So somehow it just became like that is the thing. But 126 gallons is a lot. It's a buttload. I mean, honestly,
it really is. I really thought you were going to say that like the Guinness Book of World Records, which we know where that came from.
Yep. Thanks to this pod.
Thanks to this pod and only this pod, and anyone out in the world who knew what that was without this pod can fuck themselves, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like you were going to say like the largest quantity of liquid someone ever jammed into their butt was 126 gallons, and I was going to be very impressed, but unfortunately not.
There was a thing that said, good luck trying to drink a buttload because that's a lot of fucking liquid. And also it's just like anti-appealing at this point. Like a buttload, it's kind of weird.
A buttload just sounds like a load in your butt. Yeah. It's like I'm not trying to eat or drink a load out of anybody's butt. You know what I mean?
Let alone a buttload of it.
Buttload of it. 126 gallon of semen or whatever. I don't know.
But
Holy
yeah,
shit.
that was my fact. Just to commemorate the 50th episode. Let's talk about something that's inappropriate. Make funny noises while doing it. There it is. Yeah, that's all I got, man. 50 episodes in, and we're still going strong.
Honestly, I feel like every episode I'm like, I just want to just talk about my feelings about this podcast real fast. But, I mean, it really has been amazing to do it this far, 50 episodes.
Yeah.
I know we obviously have big dreams for what this could be, and I'm just happy to be doing it here with you, brother, on your birthday yesterday, also tomorrow.
Yep. All of the days.
Yeah, to be able to just share that with you as well, your last birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just glad I could see your final year of life. You know what I mean?
That's totally fun. Awesome. No, man, I feel the same way. I'm going to get sentimental. No, but for real, it's been fun as shit. It's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Like,
yeah,
it's scary to just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you weren't funny, like, oh my God, this would suck. But
Seriously.
because we're just tremendously funny, like, it's
like if we were
easy as fuck.
Never mind. We shouldn't. They were so nice.
Yeah, let's not.
I agree, dude. I love you, brother. Happy birthday. Happy 50th episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
And, let's do it again in a couple days.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Episode 50 in the books. Episode 51 coming to a theater near you. Send us an email, twofuckingidiotspod@gmail.com. Hit us up on Instagram, social media,
TikTok,
all that shit.
Apple. Will you rate us on Apple? That'd be great.
Please.
Just jump on there and give us an honest rating as long as it's 5 stars. And
honestly, I've been listening to Don't Wake Daddy a lot. I was like 3 episodes behind over this last weekend because of just life. And I listened to 3 in a row and sent Stuke a note and let him know that what I thought of the episode. And he didn't text me back because I think he's in Greece for some reason. He just left us.
Dick.
But anyway, they were doing this thing where they were reading 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
And I thought about I bought, you know what? I was inspired by that.
Inspired.
I was inspired by that. So, hey, if anybody sends us a 5-star review, we'll read it on air. So
we'll read it on air for sure.
Do that.
Talking to you, Cher Jenkins.
In the words of 50 Cent, we were inspired.
We were inspired. And also, in the words of 50 Cent, if you hit me up if you're trying to get rubbed. Okay.
All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two